our freshly repaired and overhauled South Fiordland Express delivery aircraft, which is looking quite nice. We do now have a cheese sandwich, which is easily visible on there, so yeah, we're all good to go and visit a load more brand new airstrips around South Fiordland. Yes, with our express deliveries route. Yeah, let's get airborne and get it started. As far as the express route documentation goes, it says your aircraft has just been in for some repairs after an unfortunate incident last Monday, so you will need to start your day at the maintenance facility and pick it up from there, which we just did. We've then got your delivery schedule sorted for the day, and you will be dropping off packages to people who won prizes in the recent freeware competition. The prize for the main winner is still at the distribution centre, but that's too big for you to take, and we're still trying to work out how to deliver that one. But the competition had lots of runner-up prizes for a free pack of freeware underpants, and we want you to deliver those. All of the prize parcels are now at our distribution centre ready for you to collect, so fire up your aircraft and then head over there to pick up the parcels. Although check before you set off that there is nothing in your aircraft that shouldn't be there, as you obviously heard about the new law which was passed a few days ago after the trade negotiations. So do make sure that you don't have any illegal items with you. But do remember to take a cheese sandwich. Safety is a most important thing in this company, especially after the incident last Monday, so definitely don't forget your cheese sandwich. And job done, we do have a cheese sandwich, so yeah, just in case you did miss it, the recent negotiations with New Zealand didn't go quite as smoothly as people had hoped. Well, actually it erupted into chaos and violence. But the big thing was that Celine Dion has now been made totally illegal in South Fiordland. It's a bit of a shame, as she was quite popular in the country. But now there is a minimum of 5 years prison time for anyone having Celine Dion merchandise or even being associated with people that do. Although in South Fiordland they are generally quite law-abiding citizens, so it hasn't been too much of a problem yet. Yeah, that looks like a rig over there, doesn't it? Let's go and have a fly past. So, I mean, other countries have deposits of gas or oil or things like that, but South Fiordland is lucky enough to have the world's largest underground deposits of that slightly green tinted water which you find inside cans of tinned peas. They export that all over the world from here. I'm going to try something. Not sure if you can fly under a rig or not, so this might be an interesting little extra to the journey, or it may be a totally horrific crash. Let's find out. Okay, viewpoint popped up to the hard surface of the helipad for a second, but other than that, we survived. Totally pointless, but it amused me anyway. But let's start thinking about making a turn back to the coast and try and find the airfield, which is down one of these valleys, and I do have the moving map to help guide us to the right one, so I think we'll be okay. And when we get there, it should be an easy enough landing, as the runway is long enough to get much larger things into there than our little Baron. So technically this is the first leg of the tour, as the previous citation journey was just a little extra thing. So as this is our first express deliveries landing, I'll try and make it a good one. And make the most of a good runway now, because I know what's coming. Now there are some spots we'll be visiting which are easy enough to get into, but there are others where not dying in a flaming inferno is considered a very successful landing. And occasionally I still do die in a flaming inferno, so we'll see what happens as we continue the tour. And you will get to see that, as none of these videos are ever second or third attempts. I just do set up the recording software, go flying, and you get to see whatever happens. And speaking of recording, just in case anybody was interested, I use the freeware OBS screen capture software and then put things together on the old Windows Movie Maker version that you used to get with Windows XP. With Windows 10 it doesn't look like it's there, but I found out that apparently it still is installed, and you could download a little thing that lets you access it. So I did. It's nothing special, but it does the job. Even though I do make quite a few videos these days, I still call myself a scenery maker and not a video maker, so it's good enough for me. Alright then, let's see what we can do. Yeah, trees by the threshold, but as I said, that's a very long runway, so that doesn't really matter. Replay time. Yeah, not quite the super greasy butter with extra Vaseline and a touch of green tinted pea water landing that I was hoping for, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. So let's head up to the distribution centre and we can sort out our first load of parcels to deliver. And once I've done that, I'll see you next time for the first one or two legs of our delivery route, and a whole load of other new airfields we haven't been to yet in this series. So until then, see you soon.